I gone again with another bit of truth. Now we go take a breakdown to the supposed wildfire right here in Hawaii. We're gonna talk about it a little, and if you already on my podcast, yes, you already see me break this thing down, but I'm gonna get into it and show you some things that this right here is no wildfire. You understand that? Now they talk about wildfire is caused by, you know, basically if it's lightning or somebody throw away a cigarette or somebody set a fire, a brush fire supposedly can't do these damage right here. You understand that? Burning bush can end up burning these houses 100%. And like I say, destruction by design. And I'll show you it right here in this video. Just make it run.
Always, we want to continue our coverage right now and go out to Fox Weather's Max Gordon, who has been doing such a great job of giving us updates on this wildfire. He is in Maui right now.
Yeah, and all of these supposed newscasters, reporters and everybody piled up in the supposed Hawaii right now to bring you this foolishness right here. Like I say, they're the one who control it, people, 100%. Any wildfire you see, they're the one who started it for their agenda. So listen this right here, pay attention.
And has the latest, Max.
Hey, good morning to you. Well, right now we're about 13 miles away from the town of Lahaina. That was the town that essentially burned to the ground during
So
one
you
of the...
see that, people, Lahaina, they claim that burn all the way to the ground. By what, people? A wildfire. I don't know if they tell you yet or if they say it out their mouth yet what caused this supposed wildfire. But like I say, fire don't just start. No way. Fire don't start naturally, 100%. So if they're not gonna tell you why this fire started and who started it, they're just wasting their time bringing you these reports. The people wanna know what caused that damn fire. But pay attention, it's a government operation.
Wildfires. We're at a roadblock right here. They're letting the residents in at this time, but they are restricting access to some areas. There is still active search and rescue operations going.
Restricting. You see that they're restricting some areas. People can't go back there. And like I say, it's part of the destruction of the masses. People gonna die. People gonna have to move from where they live. This is how they do it right here with this supposed disaster they call natural disaster. It's nothing but a government operation.
An active firefight going on in other areas, and unfortunately, they still are finding victims in this fire. 55 people confirmed dead at
this. There you go, people. 55. First it was 36. Now it's 55 people dead from that supposed wildfire. And like I said, all of these supposed disasters are gonna kill people. The government actually doing it for the depopulation. I mentioned the fact that yes, you can control fire, but you can't control water. But both of them gonna be part of the destruction of the masses. They're gonna burn some place and they're gonna flood some places. That's just how it is. Pay attention.
Some people were in local hospitals, burn victims, but right now it is in many ways a recovery operation.
To this right here, people. Pay attention. A brush fire caused this right here. You in a world of hurt. What causes this fire? Like I say, it's government. All the supposed technology that they have this included. They can catch fire with laser coming from the sky. 100%. Just like they manipulate the supposed clouds and the precipitation to get you storms, hurricanes, and all those deadly weather. Same thing they do with this right here. You have to understand, they're the one who start those fire. Wild brush fire don't burn like this. You understand? Burning up one little area and the next place don't even touch. Pay attention here.
Trying to find
look at that
the
fire
folks
right
who
here,
are
people.
Still remain missing.
Look at these color fire. Look at the color of this fire right here, people. Like I say, on TV they're gonna make it more extreme, but they're the one who burning out some people from a certain area. This is what they do. This fire didn't start naturally or by coincidence. You understand that? Pay attention here.
Now, there are multiple fires burning throughout the island of Maui right now.
So you see what I'm saying, people? It's not one fire, it's multiple fires. So these brush fire just started multiple different places. And you still believe that it's real? Come on, people, it's them doing it. No fire not gonna just start like that. And the fire people didn't put it out, they leave it to burn down the whole Hawaii. Do you believe that, people? And with the supposedly wind 85 miles per hour wind, blowing with that fire, and you're telling me that it's not all by design, and they call it a perfect storm? Wow, unbelievable.
Are fully contained.
Look at this right
but really,
here,
the worst of these fires.
Go back.
Right
Go
now,
back.
none of them.
Now, what you're gonna notice, people, is these buildings burned down to the ground, and you still see trees standing. You still see green vegetation. What's going on, people? It's supposed to be wildfire, meaning that it's burning brush. Yes, weeds and them things. It shouldn't be able to just burn down a house and the fucking grass not even burn.
Are fully contained. But really,
You see that, people? Look at these trees standing right there still. But this house is totally on fire. Remember, it's not the fire start. The fire didn't start in the house. It start from brush, meaning trees, and supposedly grass, brush. Do you understand that, people? So how you get this hellfire burning on a house and the trees standing right there?
Worst of these fires.
There you go. All these greenery right there, they didn't burn. But they jump over, the fire jump over these and get to people's houses. What do you think?
Was the one that burned through the town of Lahaina. Now, that fire just went block by block, incinerating homes.
It goes block from block, people. Block from block to block and burning down these things. And look at this right here, people. They're going to show you old cars with no wheels on it from day one and show you that it's burned. They keep these cars junkyard style for these fake right here to pull them out to tell the masses about a supposed disaster.
Businesses burning all the way to the ocean. It was
there you go, burn all the way to the ocean and it still leave these green trees standing. What a dumb shit. Unbelievable.
By very dry conditions as well as strong winds caused in part by Hurricane Dora as it passed a couple of hundred miles south of the Hawaiian Islands. It was a tough go.
Take a look at these cars, people. They wasn't active before now. You understand that? They just post them up there to show it on TV, to show the rest of the world the chaos right there that they
for firefighters just trying to save what they could. You know, the firefighting force here on Maui isn't very large. They aren't necessarily used to large-scale fires.
Really? And they supposedly have volcanoes there that always erupting, and they don't have a good fire unit there, or it's a small one? What a dumb shit.
Like this. And unfortunately, this has had deadly consequences. Seeing the town of Lahaina just absolutely devastated. It's been tough on a lot of people here. Take a listen to the state's governor on what he's seen.
No, it's all by design. And then they post up right here, people. Pay attention. You see the red cross in the back. And you also see the stars and stripes right there. All by design coding. And the sun ray right there. And of course, they show you this right here for Hawaii. See them Maui, and you see what they show you, the sun ray busting out on the volcano top. You see that right there, people? That's their logo. You have to understand, all you go get from them there is PSYOP. You better understand, all the volcano PSYOPs come from there right now.
What the chief of police had to say, there will be active recovery over the coming days and weeks of the bones of those who have been lost.
Yes, you see, looking behind there about the bones of the people that have been lost. They're going to find it later. Look at him. You see him bending his head over there? All tricky for the masses.
Recovery over the coming days and weeks of the bones of those who have been lost.
Yes.
So it will take time. To get perspective, it is going to take many years to rebuild Lahaina.
Yes,
when you see the full
destruction,
the full extent of the destruction of Lahaina, it will shock you. It does appear like a bomb and fire went off.
You hear that, people? Like a bombing fire went off. Like I say, they're the one who started it. 100%. Don't doubt me, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. Look at this shit.
Yeah, just absolutely awful images coming out of Lahaina. Now, making matters even more difficult, cell towers and phone lines were burned up in this fire. And
yeah, but you shouldn't worry about cell phone connections because you say you're getting it from space. A flying box giving you internet on Earth. A flying box in space beaming down internet. So don't tell the people about no cell tower and the phone not gonna be working. What a dumb shit for the masses.
On the west side of Maui is very difficult right now. A lot of people actually are unable to get in contact with loved ones, with friends, and more than 1,000 people remain missing.
You hear that, people? 1,000 people went missing. Who is looking for them? Who claim these people missing? Like I say, every time they give you one of these disasters, they're talking about people missing. How come 1,000 people gone missing? Why would you class them as missing? What is that about? All bullshit for the masses. Move.
Stories of sorrow and uncertainty as people on Maui mourn the dead, search for the missing, return home to find abject destruction. Here's Miguel Almaguer.
Look at this right here, people. Look at this. It's almost like the houses disintegrate. No doubt about it. Where you telling the masses, where you coming from telling the masses that these caused by brush fire, wildfire, what a dumb shit. They're the one who doing it. Watch this here. Pay attention. Come on.
As the smoke and flames finally begin to clear, tonight here in Lahaina, a new crisis unfolds. In this desolate, tortured landscape, the search for the missing and for the dead.
Wow.
That's our house right there. Kimo Kirkman has finally made it home, but all he has found is heartbreak.
Oh my God.
Finally make it home, and as you can listen, that's Faker right there at his best. Crisis actors and the masses. Pay attention here. Look at this. That. Hold on, people. Tell me something. Does this look like something that just burned? Look again. Look again, people. This look like something that just burned? Wow, look at the bricks over there, people. No black on it, and you tell us that the building just burned down to the ground? Unbelievable fake shit. Like I say, TV is fakery. You won't see nothing real on it, people. Like I say, they give you all of these news. None of it gonna show you nothing real. But they are destroying those people in Hawaii. They're gonna misplace them and everything. Yeah, they tell you how much people missing. They're full of shit on the masses. Watch this.
Oh my God. Here's Bruno's bull.
They're crying on the masses. There he is, people. You just hear that moaning sound, but you would never shed a tear. 100% fake as they bring you on TV. No real victims.
We first met the Kirkmans Thursday, who, like so many families, waited for days on the side of the road.
Of course, you're waiting up for help on the side of the road. You have Gatorade and everything post up. The G with the lightning bolt go to it right there. Yes, of course, you're waiting right there for what? For them to come rescue him? Pay attention.
Waited for days on the side of the road or inside shelters for this chance to go home.
Look at this right here, people. Do you believe that a fire just burned right here? Unbelievable fake shit. Look at the walls. Remember, fire burns smoke. And then you're gonna have plastic couches. You have couch. You got supposedly, electronics. You got curtains. You got sheets. You got beds. All those things burn black smoke. And look at the wall, people. Why do you believe this fakery? You have to have common sense in this world. And like I say, in these dumb times, everybody juiced up. They're going to believe every dumb thing on TV. Everything they show them, they're going to believe.
Because I love my community. They've raised my girls with me.
The Kirkmans have closure, but far too many are haunted by the silence. Tonight, there is no official number for the missing.
So who is these people in supposedly look like fatigue gear and red hats? What is they doing, people? What is them fire investigators? Why they didn't dare put out the fire? They wait till the shit burn to crisp, then they show up. Pay attention. Fake reality.
While some fear it may be as high as 1,000, a stream of pleas cry out on social media.
Why?
Mothers, fathers, children, desperate to find loved ones.
What goes through my mind is do I just go over there and find my...
It's bullshit, people. Nothing real about these stories that they bring you on TV. As you can see, all orange in the background. And what's that, purple hair?
Dad, because no one else is.
From California, Kimberly Boone is waiting for any word about her father, 79-year-old.
There he is, people. He know about the signs, people. Wow, what a joke.
Old Shadow hasn't been seen since the flames overtook his neighborhood.
See,
Where needs to go by? Those numbers are going to go up. And if he did get evacuated, where did he get evacuated to?
See, this is how they're going to pull on your heartstring. This person is not real, people. They're not crying, they're not real. They're just trying to pull on your heartstring, get you emotionally involved in these things that they got going on. Government shit.
There's no information regarding that.
Jason Gatea says his mother is also unaccounted for.
What a dumb
My
shit.
plan is to get on a plane, fly out there and find out what the heck is going on.
Yvonne Weldon hasn't responded to the urgent calls from loved ones. A Maui resident of 20 years.
I'm going to ask you a question. Does that person have a phone, and is the phone work? Because they tell you about the cell towers is down and these people can't get no calls and they can't basically communicate with other people, so they just call them missing.
She lived in the heart of Lahaina.
What worries you? Is it internet access or is it something else?
Many here believe the death toll is far greater than the number confirmed. Residents continue to tell us there are bodies in homes, cars, and in the water.
Of course they know bodies in cars, homes, are even in the water. Like I say, people, don't take nothing that they show you on screen. You see what they show you right here? Why did they let this happen, people, from a brush fire, a wildfire? How did it happen? Why did the government sit there and wait till when it burned out, and then now you so-called going in there to see the damage and counting people as dead? What a dumb shit, people.
Survivors tell us when the fire first hit Lahaina, there wasn't warning or much time to evacuate. Imagine being home, hearing screams and looking outside.
I don't believe that, people. No fire can sneak up on people. You understand that fire is got smoke, it carry heats and everything. How the hell could you let a fire creep upon you? That don't make no sense at all, people.
Seeing a wall of flames.
Not at all, but wall of
That's
flames.
what neighbors say happened right here.
We're all a family. We don't even lock our doors in our neighborhood. There's nothing here for us anymore. It was just devastating.
Tonight, so much
destruction. People, take a look. All these cars lined up just burn to a crisp. You believe that, people? Why would these cars burn right here? People just in him and decide that they can't outrun the fire in the car, so they get out and let it burn. That's fake, people. They just pile this up for the news.
And so much uncertainty in this paradise now turned to ash.
Yes, paradise turned to ash. And like I tell you before, you can't be comfortable. Nowhere in the world is paradise. You have to remember that. Nowhere where the human being occupy is paradise. This is what they give you for paradise. You can't go outside certain time of the day because it's heat wave, too hot. And that's one of the reasons why they're telling you Hawaii is burning right here, because they're going to blame it on supposedly climate change. The earth is warming up supposedly. And I told you this is what they do to disguise the people when they kill them. Disguise the killing. The destruction. Disguise the destruction of the people using disaster. The people will never understand that it's the government behind it. Move. Now look at this right here, people. Pay attention. Pay attention to the destruction that the supposedly wildfire caused as you take a little air view over it right there. Pay attention. You see that? So listen, people. These cars right there just sit right there and burn. Who owned them? Why didn't they move the car? Somebody sitting right there in a lawn chair. Watch. Take a look. What's going on right here? Let's listen. So you see right there, go back. You see what's going on, people? The trees is standing right there. And there go the fire burning houses. Not brush, but houses. So how they start from a supposed wildfire? You tell me. Look. You pick out some places, burn them down, and you still see trees and vegetation right there. Okay, what's going on? The fire still burning right there, but go back. Go back a little bit. This building supposedly burned down to a crisp. There you go. You have two kegs sitting right there made out of plastic. They didn't burn. This shelf right here is wooden. Didn't burn. But look, the whole building burned down to a crisp. Fire still burning. You got vegetation in there. You got plastic. It didn't melt. How did right there burn down? Still got plastic right there, unmelted. That's not real. Okay, keep going. Trees standing in the middle of the fire. The fire burned the house down flat. There go a tree right there. What that tell you? Okay, keep going. More vegetation, more trees right there. More plastic that didn't burn in the same area that hellfire was.
And we just have the worst.
Orange clothing. You have to show up in the orange clothing. Freemasonry. Pay attention again.
I've ever seen. All Lahaina is burnt to crisp.
Read your script.
And it's,
look, people.
It's like an apocalypse.
You have to mention the apocalypse. You hear that? Like I say, it's destruction by design. They're the one who doing it. And it's time for Hawaii to burn. They're the one who burning it. Right there. Pay attention again.
3 fires.
Look, 3 fires, different fires.
Here on our island. We have had 13 evacuations from different neighborhoods and towns. We've had 16 road closures. We've opened 5 shelters.
Look at that shit,
and
people.
we've, as a result of that, our west side of our island, Lahaina area was cut off. Only one road was able to be traveled in and out. Power was out to 2,628 of HECO's customers. There was no power at our hotels or even at the shelters that we opened out on that side. I'm sad to report that just before coming on this, it was confirmed we've had 6 fatalities that we were able to confirm. And we are still in a search and rescue mode. And so I don't know what will happen to that number.
Search and rescue mode they in, people. As you could see, there go the trees, there go the brush. They never burn. You see that? But going, and there go the fire. Are they supposed to be destruction, aftermath right there? Are they supposed to be fire? Still don't burn trees. It mostly burn homes. What is that about? How can this shit happen, people? How can the wildfire burn homes and not the brush and trees? Look at this right here, people. Pay attention. This is what the supposed fire did right there. You notice all the greenery is still there. But pay attention. Look. The fire supposed to catch brush and then would have lead to these houses. How would you have all these green? And basically you're surrounded by water. You're surrounded by water and you still burn. But take a look at this right here, people. Green grass, coconut, palm trees and all right there. But the houses burn down. Can you believe it? Wow, unbelievable shit right here. How do you get the house to burn and the brush and trees still there? Take a look at that right there, people. That's why they tell you people have to jump in the water to escape this fire right here. The water is right there. And the people supposed to be burnt up by a wildfire. Take a look at these buildings. How did they get them to burn to crisp? And there go the lawn still green. Remember, they tell you that this is why the fire is intensified. It's because of dry brush. But it's not burning the dry brushes. It's burning down homes. So this home burned down. And take a look at the lawn. Take a look at the greenery out there, people. Where did the fire come from? So what you have to understand, they laser beam these houses. Catch them fire. Remember, I've been doing fire videos for years now. They can't fool me. There's nothing new in here. Nothing new. It's the same thing. You're going to see places green and then you're going to see house burned to crisp. Right there in the same place. What does that tell you? That means it's no brush fires, no wildfire run and travel and get here. Why you think the people can tell you that the fire just pop up? It's laser, 100%. Laser fire, and I'm going to get to that and show you that I'm not just running my mouth. They're the one who do this shit right here. Don't doubt me. Destruction by design, that's what you call it right there. How did they get these houses to burn to a crisp right there? This one didn't burn, but this burned. Take a look again, people. Watch this. You have a house that didn't touch right there. It's almost like a tornado because the tornado do the same thing. It jump from house to houses. But take a look. Right here burn. Right here burn. This house still standing. Not even a black on it. And everything around it burned down. Wow. Unbelievable, people. Take a look at that right there. If that can't tell you something, you're dumb. It got to be able to wake you up. That there's no way this is a wildfire. The wildfire is supposed to be running and catch anything in its path. How could it skip and jump these houses and these buildings? Not real, people, by a long shot. You can't have trees right there where you have a burned down house. House burned to crisp. But you have all these trees, greenery still standing. Where did the fire travel to get to this house? You can't tell me, but pay attention. And you will see it for yourself. All fake will they give you for news. This is government operation right here to burn out the Hawaiians right there in that area. You understand? They call it a historical place. Right there in Lahaina or whatever they call it. They're the one who burn it 100% in. Don't doubt when I tell you. They have all these technology that they have for the masses destruction. And right now in the end times, that's what they're using on you. Don't doubt me. Pay attention. Every time you look around, no evidence there to show you that this fire is wild. It's a wildfire from nowhere. Just catch and then start burning down things uncontrollably. The police and the firefighters supposed to be taking credit for going and search and recovery. But they don't supposed to be go out there and out the fire. Why they didn't put it out? Why they let it cause this destruction? What? They couldn't see it? It's an invisible fire? Take a look at all the destruction that it caused right there. Yes, and it pinpoint houses, the one that it wanna hit right there. You see that? Like I said, destruction all over the world. Yes, every country got some kind of destruction going on, something on the table that gonna lead them to their destruction. And they tell you all the time about the Creator is doing all of this. Remember, they tell you that the earth is mad. That's why we getting all these bad weather, but you have to understand they trick you. When they tell you that God killing you is actually these people that call themselves God or claiming God on earth. They're the one who doing all of this shit because it is scripted. They're going to destroy the world with disasters. They're going to call them natural disasters. But that's how they're going to destroy the people. And you can't point a finger on them. Because what? Natural disaster and global warming and everything, they're going to use to take the blame for the destruction of the people in the end times. Take a look at that right there and don't make it feel foreign to you. Yes, a lot of places going to get wicked hurricane. You're going to see the worst winter ever coming up. All of these shits lined up for the masses destruction. Bam.
We go now from Maui to end today's show looking at how the deadly wildfires that spread through Maui came after weeks of worsening drought conditions as the climate emergency fuels deadly fires across.
So you hear that, people? They tell you it's drought. That's the reason why that place in Hawaii is burning down. It's drought. So now you see what I'm talking about. They're talking about climate change, cause this heat, no rain, and then bam, fire get to burn it because it's dry again.
Globe. The U.S. Drought Monitor reports nearly 16% of Maui County is now facing severe drought. An additional 20% is facing moderate drought. We're joined in Honolulu by Clay Trauerknecht, professor in the Department of Natural Resources and Environmental Management at the University of Hawaii at Manoa, where he focuses on wildland fire management in Hawaii and the Pacific. Welcome to Democracy Now!, Clay Trauerknecht. It's great to have you with us. Put these two issues together. You have the hurricane, hundreds of miles away, creates hurricane winds that fuel these wildfires, and how this is connected to climate change.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and I'd just like to say how much I appreciate you highlighting the voices of your prior guests to kind of round out the perspective on this incident. But in terms of these the climate or weather events that we've seen, we had the combination of this storm passing to the south and this high pressure system that really ramped up winds and lowered relative humidity. Over the course of a couple of days. And what's really important to understand is that those really rapid changes in weather can have huge effects on fire danger. But the reason that they're having the effects they are is because of the landscape scale changes that your prior guests were mentioning. And that's the change in the vegetation surrounding the community in Lahaina.
Changes of vegetation? What is you talking about, B? These are houses burning, not vegetation. I just pointed out. There's no vegetation that's burning. It's homes. What's going on here, people? We missing something? Wow, listen.
This is the community upcountry Maui, which was experiencing similar fires, which are still burning right now. Wow. And these are changes that have affected most of the island in the state, in the sense that these
change in land use over the past couple decades, the decline in agricultural production has really resulted in the dramatic expansion of these non-native tropical grasses. And this
non-native tropical grasses. So is it tropical grasses is burning? Like I say, people, if you buy this, you're dumb. You're 100% stupid. If you buy this, it's just something to blame it on. They're the one who start the fires. The technology that they keep up their sleeve, weather control. They don't want the masses to know, but that's something that they've been doing. You can go back way back in time. They've been doing this right here. Weather manipulation for disaster, destruction of the people. You understand that? That's what they use to reset the earth. That's the reason why they're singing the climate change song over and over. Global warming, climate change. Yes, so you can see what destroy you on the earth. Bam.
You know, they were talking about climate change yesterday, and now we're learning that scientists and researchers are looking at how to change the weather on purpose. That's
Bam. You hear that? Scientists and them looking to change the weather on purpose. And you see this fucker face when they say that? Because they already know. That's what they've been doing. Like I say, all those plants and them things, nuclear plants, they use it to manipulate the weather. All of those things that they tell you about and lying like they're doing something good to the masses, they're actually creating disaster for the destruction.
Lasers now could one day manipulate rain and lightning. CBS This Morning.
Hold on, people. So you remember what I just tell you. So these people telling you right now, by the way, this is what some years ago, but they're trying to tell you right now that basically they can manipulate the lightning with laser. So I mentioned in the first part of the video that yes, maybe a lightning strike can cause a fire, you know, and it won't burn down the whole fucking town. You understand that? So say for instance a lightning can start a fire. There you go. They can make it look like a lightning, but it's them doing it. Do you understand? They can create the lightning to start the fire. But I know 100% what they did. It's laser technology they used to burn the damn people out of their house and home.
That's right. Lasers now could one day manipulate rain and lightning. CBS This Morning contributor Michio Kaku is a physics professor at City College of New York.
For all you peoples who don't understand what's going on, and this fucking faker right here on screen, they call Michio Kaku, another faker. One of them supposedly that teaching about the ball earth, space and all these black holes and wormholes and all kind of dumb shit. These are the ones that plant in your brain, planting the dumb shit in your brain for you to believe in the supernatural, science fiction and everything. Now we involve in the global warming. Listen, people, he's gonna tell you that they can control the weather. Again.
Professor, nice to see you. Extraordinary seeing Al Gore and Bill Clinton there together with Charlie, wasn't it?
That's right,
Yeah, they did not get into this discussion, though. But it is fascinating. I mean, lasers, really? To change the weather?
Listen.
That's right. Well, as Mark Twain once famously said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well,
they're laughing. Everybody complains about the weather, but they don't do nothing about it. The only reason why the people complain about the weather is because it's been manipulated. That's the reason why you complain about the weather, because bad weather is actually them created. You understand that? They're the one who manipulate. They know exactly what the element takes, what it takes for the element to do that. So they spray chemicals and everything to make it change. And now they're telling you about lightning and supposedly laser. There's the one start the fire.
We physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate.
You hear that, people? So we already talk about the cloud seeding with them spraying chemicals in the cloud to get it to certain, you know, to rain and storm and them shit. But now they're telling you about laser. They're shining a laser into the cloud. Yes, start rain and everything and lightning. They shine this laser from above on the ground to burn you. Not the other way around. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't shine laser in the cloud to start those wildfire, but they start it from in the sky. They stay in the sky in a plane, beam that shit down and burn down those places. It caused by no brush fire.
Rain
clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts.
Bring down lightning bolts, people. You hear that? That can actually start a fire. Okay, listen.
Potentially a game changer.
But this is experimental.
It's experimental. However, in the laboratory so far it works. When you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain.
You hear what I tell you, people? They know the exact thing that causes rain. They know the exact thing that caused the twister, the tsunami. Not tsunami, but the supposedly, tornadoes. Tornadoes, hurricanes, all of them things. They can tell you what the air need, what the atmosphere need to cause all that eruption. So what that tell you, they can do it. They're the one who's doing it.
The seeds. These seeds can also be created by laser beams.
You hear that?
By firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions. And these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning.
They always mention rain, people. You don't get it. It's just for you to accept it. It's just for you to be nice and calm, like, oh, it's just bringing rain. Oh, rain is so good. We need the rain for the drought. You don't get it, people. They don't make rain. They manipulate the rain so it can flood you out. You understand that? They're manipulating the weather so it be bad for you. You get it? They're the one who make bad weather and call it what? Natural disaster. They're telling you right there in a nutshell.
Well, this fascinates me in part because, too, I remember reading the stories that China had used this during the Olympics, that the USSR had used this after Chernobyl to create rain clouds.
You see that, people? First, they're going to go to China. They said China created rain in the Olympics, and then they mentioned the American do it for some other reason. You don't get it. They're the one who doing it, people. Like I said, the natural thing is the rain. They manipulate it and they get hurricanes and floods and everything coming above. Out of that same rain, supposedly, they're the one who manipulate it to make it become disaster, and then they track it and show you where it's heading. You don't get it?
Did those really work then? We have some of these capabilities now?
Inconclusive. Even in the 60s, the CIA used this to bring down monsoons during the
Vietnam. That people they talk about, I told you, man, even in the 60s, but rain, monsoon, and this all bullshit. But like I tell you, people, this is all they're hidden it the whole time. They act like it's a so far, far away technology, far beyond imagination for them to manipulate the weather. And then they take their little time and spill the bean in a little bit and be like, yeah, we're not really there yet, but, it's something that we're looking into. No, it's something that they've been doing, like I say. They can't show their hands. They have to use it for the destruction. You understand?
War to wash out the Viet Cong. Governments have been playing with this thing.
Alleged to.
Alleged to,
you
right.
See that alleged to.
We realize that for decades now, these governments have been alleged to have experimented with weather control, but nothing conclusive.
You hear that? You're going to mention nothing conclusive. You don't get it, people? You have to understand. They can't tell you that they're doing it, because the people going to understand that's exactly what they're doing to us right now. So there you go, people. Secret out. They do create those supposedly wildfire with lasers. 100%. And this fool tell you they can point laser in the cloud and they even get supposedly lightning. Okay, you don't need to hear nothing more. All those wildfires start by laser. Even the ones in California. The yearly wildfire you get is a staged 100% by the government. They're the one who destroying the masses. Water, fire, every damn thing you can think of. The destruction is here by design. I'm gone.